Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Chocolate.
What was your name? I'm sorry.
I'm Daniel.
Daniel. Dillon.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
So-
you.
I'm Muffin.
Muffin.
Yeah.
That's
On
my
the podcast,
boss.
I'm Muffin. So.
That's my boss. So, but no, yeah, it's good. I mean, you never go see your family for Christmas? You just like forget them?
Not much of my family kind of guy. Yeah.
I don't blame you because she's not much of her family kind
Yeah,
of person
That's true.
either.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, welcome back to Chattanooga, I guess I should say.
Yes.
I know we hadn't talked a whole lot about your raising here. Like, were you raised on Missionary Ridge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to a bunch of different elementary schools. I started at Brander Baptist, then went to St. Nicholas, and then I went to Baylor. From then on. Yeah.
Okay. I know a couple people that went to Baylor, but not like super well.
Yeah, I did Baylor. My sister did GPS.
Baylor just beat McCallie, by the way. I don't know if you saw
nice.
that.
No.
I know that's a big deal for you.
I played on the soccer team there, so football, well, like, I don't know. It is what it is, but no, it's really cool because...
That's like the big town rivalry. Like, it causes like legal issues. It's so big of a deal.
I saw where somebody got on one of the bridges and hung like a...
They climbed the walking
picture.
bridge and hung their flag on the walking bridge.
Banner.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
That
dangerous.
Yeah.
That's kind of great.
The city was talking about how many thousands of dollars it was going to take it down.
Really? Let's just find that guy. And send
Or,
him
I
a-
was like, or just close your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is this past year we also had someone like not trying to kill himself, just saying, "Hey, look at what I could do." Jumped off the walking bridge too.
Oh,
Lovely.
sweet.
Yeah.
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 People
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's kids, man.
Yeah.
This Gen
Well, we
Z
told them
or
to get
whatever.
outside, and they
Gotta love
don't have
Chattanooga.
any guidance on getting outside anymore.
Well, we didn't have any guidance on getting outside either. We just didn't do stuff that stupid. Well,
But no.
I guess
just
the
No,
took
we
it
just
for-
went
What
into
was stupid?
we just went into the woods.
Yeah. Just
Well, I
took
don't
it
know.
for hours.
so like
I wasn't a kid in the city, so
I have went 80 miles an hour on rollerblades before, holding on to the back of a Mitsubishi Eclipse.
well, didn't we all do that?
That sounds like fun,
I
actually.
feel like everybody's done that. You attach a rope to a bicycle, like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you're ever getting to 80.
Dad's never gonna know the car's missing.
So
one pebble away from a bad day.
Yeah.
Yes.
we saw those. We saw
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Or one like turn that was a little faster than what you can turn on your blades.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be a rollerblade kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
It's that generation thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like because Tony Hawk was so cool, dude. So it was like whatever we can do to like
So we'll just skate.
go
We'll
hurt ourselves
rollerblade
in
instead
really
of
cool
skateboard.
ways. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like I'm gonna rollerblade somewhere with my skateboard on my backpack. Yeah, you know?
So, hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus and I am your clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. We're in the White Lightning Harley Davidson Studios, the actual Harley Davidson Studios.
For once.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
once.
not for once. We're in here from time to time.
Well, I'm never in here.
You're in here more often than we recorded here.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never been in here either. It's funny.
Yeah. This is the punishment room. Been thinking about painting the walls
That's where you
red.
get fired.
So, I do have Daniel with me.
Hey there.
I've got Miss Muffin.
Hey, y'all.
And I've got special guest, Mr. Dillon Wall, Mr. 519 himself,
Yeah.
super hooligan racer.
Hello, everybody.
And I've got his pit crew chief, manager, there's a list, logistics
Everything else
coordinator,
Yeah.
and can't get away from her because when he goes home, she beats him there too. Catherine. So, yeah, super hooligans.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Yeah, kind of an accidental journey, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I've always kind of been like hard-headed, and I kind of like doing things you're just not supposed to do with things that shouldn't do it.
Like going fast on Harleys.
Yeah, yeah, or just anything, right?
Yeah.
170 miles an hour on something with no fairing is kind of stupid and something you shouldn't do. And they built a race class around it, so I was all in.
So,
Why not?
but you do ride instructing.
I
No.
do, yeah.
Is that what you call it? I think when
Yeah.
some people hear riding instructing, they might think like MSF, and it's not
Yeah.
MSF by any
That's
means.
way harder than what Because at least what I do, we expect people to at least know how to ride their motorcycle.
Okay.
Do the figure eight in the box.
Yeah.
No!
Although I did that class like way too late, right? I'd been
Yeah.
riding motorcycles, I don't know, my whole life. And then finally, Catherine got me to go do my MSF course.
Well,
And
you're
it
just
was
trying to save on insurance.
Or like, you know.
Yeah, except for when he gets to that box about what do you do for a living.
Yeah, that was funny. It's like, oh, cool, how long you been riding motorcycles? And I'm like forever. And they're like, well, like, what kind of experience do you have? It's like, oh, I race motorcycles. And they're like, oh my god.
But to be fair to that, because we do, with the Pan Ams, we do a lot of the off-road stuff.
Yeah.
And we do an ADV training class.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen a lot of people, like, they'll be like, oh yeah, I just bought a GS and, I'm loving it and I want to come take the class. And I'm like, cool. And I have this questionnaire I do. And I'm like, so on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, where's your off-road skill? And they're like, oh, I grew up riding dirt bikes. I'm like a level 7. And I'm like, okay, cool. We'll get to the class and instantly, like, they're on the ground and going, what's wrong? And I'm like, you have overestimated yourself. You're about to get hurt.
And that happens the same with our guys, right? Like, we have these guys that are really comfortable twisting the throttle and hauling ass on the highway.
Yeah.
And then you get them
Oh, yeah.
on like a closed course and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, they've got bikes they've never seen the side of the tire on. So, yeah. Same thing.
We know a lot of riders like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If it's a Harley dealership.
Even in the sport bike world.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's a little harder around here if you've been riding a long time, though, to not see the side of your tire just because we have
Yeah.
so many
Oh, yeah.
curves.
Yeah.
Just to get to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some curves.
Well, it's just like, Missionary Ridge. If the road wasn't
Crappy.
cut every 5 feet
Yeah.
with uneven pavement, that would be a fantastic road to ride.
Mhm.
Don't tell that to my mom. She would be on the phone with the cops.
Well,
Well, that's
outside
who
for
called her
her,
last time I was up there.
Probably.
we tend to go to Suck Creek mostly.
Yeah.
So,
That road's not much better.
well, it's only because it gets repaved every year because the mountain shifts and the road falls apart. It's our little dragon,
Nice.
Yeah.
but it's close.
Our Dragon is I-10, so it's like straight from Daytona to LA, right?
Yeah.
85 miles an hour the whole way. That's all we have.
Yeah, just 85.
Yeah, 80, well, the speed limit's 85.
There you
I'm
go.
not saying-
Traffic's doing 100. And,
I have watched videos from the Texas 2K, so I know what they do on I-10. I've got some friends here that go to Texas 2K.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Well, we got a handful of people here in town with like 2,000 horsepower cars, so
Oh, wow. That's nuts. That's a whole nother world that
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
familiar with. Yeah.
I mean, but they're driving to Texas to race.
That's pretty cool.
So were you on before doing the Harleys and stuff? Were you on? Sport bikes and stuff like that.
No, I've never ever ridden a sport bike. Ever. Not a proper one.
I've
Not a
got one.
proper
I've got
sport
one out
bike.
front that you can go for a ride.
Yours is not a proper sport bike
No,
either.
true. I should have brought the KTM.
Yeah,
Don't wait on KTM.
the closest thing to like a proper sport bike that I've ever ridden was like my KTM Duke 390.
So that's what we have in the garage.
Yeah. And then I rode a Aprilia 660 once
Yeah.
Okay.
out
Yeah.
at Hallett. That was
Yeah.
pretty fun. But like, no, never.
So what has been the non-proper sport bikes? I mean, it's outside of a Sportster that's got $80,000 worth of parts.
So, I kind of got introduced to like the track day stuff through a buddy of mine, Connor.
FXDB.
Yeah, Connor FXDB. He's on Instagram.
I feel like I've seen that name.
You can't
Yeah, I feel
not
like I've
have
seen
seen
that
him,
name
right? But yeah, he used to do the little Harley track day stuff and try to get a bunch of guys out to the track.
Yeah.
And so I went out there on my Lowrider S Dyna, and
Now that's a real sport bike.
yeah, that's a real sport bike, right?
It's 117 cubic inches, so.
Oh no, mine was the 110.
Oh.
But yeah, so went out there on that and pretty immediately realized I just needed to build something dedicated.
Yeah.
So I picked up an '86 Sportster, 1100,
Okay.
Four speed.
4-speed bike. Yeah.
That was a choice.
Threw a R1 like front end on it and 17-inch shocks, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And
But that's-
just went and ripped that thing for I don't know a whole year. I did BRL on that.
That's the nice thing though about the Sportster platform
Yeah.
is it's so versatile.
Oh, it could be a dirt bike, a drag bike, a road race bike. It doesn't care.
I tell you what, it's not. It's not a beginner bike like everybody says.
No.
It's a girl's bike. It's a beginner bike. No, there are
No.
much better motorcycles than an old Sportster to do that.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
So, and now you obviously you still have the Sportster stuff, but you play with the Pan America a little bit more.
Yeah, the Sportster's kind of giving itself up for parts for Catherine's track bike. And then it's kind of sitting in the garage,
Yeah,
not
we just-
doing a whole lot.
We stripped the clutch out of it
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, so it's just it just looks like a pick and pull at this part.
So, are you going to get into doing some of the racing more?
Oh,
and
racing?
stuff?
No.
But what about the build series thing? That whole what is it? The Royal Enfield
Oh, build
build
train
race?
race?
Yeah.
I'm good.
It seems like a pretty cool thing, though.
It is a cool platform.
It's a cool idea. It's not a cool platform.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. The platform isn't cool. We were actually talking about it at Mid Ohio, and we think it'd be a lot cooler, like with a bike that people know, like put people on a KT. Well, I mean, this is before KTM announced stuff.
Yeah, KTM
but it
390.
would be like on a KTM 890, and then like grow them up through the program, and then
Yeah.
it can be like on an RC8 racing something, like eventually.
You know who they should partner with, like for something like that more? Maybe they should partner with somebody like Honda.
Yeah.
Start them out, do like a CBR 300 into like the 500 series, and then the true 600 inline fours up to 1000
Yeah.
and
I mean,
stuff.
just any spec class, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like any spec class, like here's the bike, you're not allowed to touch it. You can set the suspension up and set up the ergonomics, and that's it.
Yeah, and that was one thing that I learned when we first time we went to Atlanta, that the Junior Cup,
Mm-hmm.
those are not spec motorcycles.
No.
Because I was like, oh, look, KTM 390
Well,
running like twice the speed that our 390 does.
so funny enough, that class is gone now.
Is it
So
really?
the Junior Cup
That
is gone.
sucks.
So no, but they replaced it with the Talent Cup, which is going to be good. It's a Kramer platform.
Okay.
They just released
Okay.
it this year, and it is going to be spec.
Oh.
So that'll be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, you could just go buy a Ninja 400 for the Junior Cup and just like whatever
Right, well-
add to it. The starting price for these bikes is, I think, upwards of $20K. So you really got to be in the game if you're going to be down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy that just went and bought a Ninja, threw some better suspension on it, and raced it, he had fun, but he probably wasn't competitive at the end of the day.
Right.
No, I mean, the good news is the Talent Cup, they are really just trying to build GP talent in
Okay.
America and build that series up. They are going to be featured with MotoGP this year. Where the baggers supported them last year, that's
Yeah.
going to be replaced with the Talent Cup
Okay.
this year. So it's going to be the best showing of our youth and the talent and just really
Okay.
how we're going to build the
Yeah,
program.
I know in Atlanta, what was it? That he was like 12. The kid that won last year in
Yeah.
Atlanta was like
Yeah.
12 years old. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rip. And it's all these, like, you walk around the paddock and it's like a bunch of 10-year-olds named Rossi and a bunch of like, there's really no in
I was
between.
going to say, I don't have my helmet here. I do have a Rossi helmet.
There's
Actually,
at least
all
5
three of
Rossi.
us have
we
Rossi
have
helmets.
Yeah.
I was explaining to, because like some of the people here, they might know the name or something like that, but I think until I came here, people here didn't really know racing or pay a whole lot of attention to motorcycle racing. Then I come here and like they hear me talk about
Wait,
stuff.
they didn't pay attention to racing in a Harley shop?
No, not at all.
Like what?
But like I've showed them stuff.
Yeah.
Like I showed them the like why Valentino Rossi is our Lord and Savior. The clip where the bikes are crashing.
Uh-huh.
And he slow mo's like right through the motorcycles as they're tumbling past them, and they're like, "How did that happen?" I go, "Because the man has no fear."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rides like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he leaves the track, he won't ride anything bigger than like a moped.
No. No.
That's you. You don't ride on the street
I
anymore.
don't ride on the street at all.
Yeah, but you've got one bad little Pan America though too.
I mean, it's alright. Yeah.
I don't think I would ride that
It's
Pan
just
America on the
alright.
street.
I would definitely ride it on the street, and that's why I don't. Because I know
Touche.
we talked about doing like a little group ride, and I was like, oh man, it'd be really fun to like, tape a flashlight to the front of the van.
There you
Ride
go.
on a
I
group
mean,
ride.
You gotta tape a flashlight. Just get the headlight,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like stretch the band to put over the top. Call it a day.
Yeah,
It'd be
but
fun.
that would be
It works.
It'd be one of those things where like I don't know where I'm gonna be going, but I'm still gonna ride like I do.
Yeah.
I have no self control. You know.
So, how long did it take when you first got the Pan America to pull it apart? Then before you
fun.
did you ride it home from the dealership at least?
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
I rode it home from the dealership, and then I rode it for like I don't know 2 or 3 days, and then took it to the track with like 280 miles on it.
On the stock Pan Am tires?
No. I
Okay.
put a live wire
it had the
front
wild
wheel on
beam.
it, so it had a 17 on it,
Okay.
and then put.
I was gonna say that would have been funny. Like,
and then put like some Pirelli like just street tires.
It still
on
had the knobbies on it.
yeah.
That would be funny.
The factory
It did
wild
have
piece.
it was like stock.
Oh,
other than
it
that,
was bone stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than the front wheel.
you put it in rain mode and finish your break-in miles.
Yeah.
It's Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
put,
awesome.
Put about 300 miles worth of flaps on it, and then like second half of Sunday, I just turned everything off and let it rip.
Yeah.
And that bike was a ton of fun, and it was hilarious because it was dead quiet. You know,
The stock-
so
what's a stock
you
bike?
would come around some guy on like a Panigale or something,
Yeah.
and he'd just be like, "Holy shit, what are you doing?"
So what are you running for exhaust on that thing?
Now it's just I made an exhaust.
Okay, I was about to say you're not running just some sort of
Home Depot.
bolt.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not bolt on off the shelf. I was about to
Uh,
say Yoshi makes a really nice system for that thing.
yeah, but everything is
Too
everything
heavy.
you can buy for it. It's not too heavy, but it's like it's really low slung and it hangs out really far because it's meant to clear like you know
The
your
bags.
or whatever
Yeah.
you're gonna have on there, right? So this one's tucked up. It comes up underneath the footrest and up underneath the tail section on the bike.
Oh, that's
We got a customer that has a dirt Pan Am that he built a custom dual exhaust system that comes out
I
underneath the
saw
seat.
that. I think he posted that on one of the Pan America forums.
Probably so.
Yeah.
He's on. He's a lot on the Pan America
Yeah.
forums. His name is Chuck.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I would Chuck a lot too.
Of course.
He's got like a page where he harasses people under a different name.
Nice. Solid.
That sounds like him.
Well, what's solid is the dude's like 70.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But he's got some Sportster Scramblers too. Like that was his thing for a while. He's got like 3 or 4 Scrambler Sportsters.
Yeah, the universal bike, dude.
But dude,
Yeah.
like we would get out in the woods with him on Pan Ams, and he's like gone. Like we're sitting here going, oh, we'll have no issues because we've got traction control and ABS, so it helps us when we're off road. He's got nothing.
But you're also on a $25,000 bike.
That well, I was always on a $25,000 bike that didn't even belong to me. It still belonged to the store.
Yeah. Well, that's like
Doesn't mean I didn't wreck it.
that's like when I'd go out on the
Full
Sportster. Yeah, when I'd go full send the Sportster, and I didn't care if I tossed it off into the weeds or not. People were like, "Dude, how do you do that on that bike?" And I'm like, "Cause I put $1,000 into it. I don't
Yeah.
care."
Yeah, I don't
See,
care.
that's we were actually just talking about that the other day. Like
What?
buying
Yeah.
some of these cheap bikes. Like I ride these way harder than I do any of my nicer bikes, just
Yeah,
because it doesn't matter.
He's got 10 motorcycles.
Wow,
None of them are Harleys.
perfect.
But if he sold all of them for what he had it
I
paid
might,
for them,
I might be able to buy a Harley.
Heck yeah. Or a down payment on one.
Yeah.
I'm a used one.
now if he sold them for what some of them go for online, you could probably buy a pretty
Yeah, I
nice
just
Harley.
need to sell one of the KZs, and
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
get
you
a
big set, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
could get
got
a
3
Harley.
vintage KZs.
Oh, nice. Like the
So-
old green and purple.
70s KZ 1000s, and then a 650.
Did
What?
they at least have the gold wheels on them too?
No,
No, none of them have gold wheels. But he does have a 99, the ZRX.
Nice.
the 1100.
Yeah. All sport bike stuff too. Out of my wheelhouse.
I mean,
Well, now he's got a BMW, and he's like, I got a sport bike, and I'm like, you have a Sport Touring.
yeah, it's a
It's
sports
quick
one.
though. It's quick.
Yes.
It is quick. I rode it. It's fast.
Yeah.
And see, I had sport bikes, so and that's the world that I came from. I started with sport bikes when it was on motorcycles and stuff, and I think that's why I fell so much in love with the motorcycle racing.
Yeah.
We paid attention to that stuff. I mean, I'm working at a dealership, and if you didn't know who Mark Marquez and Valentino Rossi were, you better go find another job because you're at the wrong place.
So you want to hear something probably really surprising? I am not into motorcycle racing or motorsport stuff whatsoever,
except for the fact that you do it for a living.
except the fact that I do it.
Except for
yeah.
that part.
So Catherine's the the sports guru, right? Like,
So were you the one that got him into racing?
It's kind of. So,
Were you the driving force behind him starting to
yeah,
race?
so he would go do very irresponsible and stupid things on back roads.
Okay.
And I was like, man, if you're going to do that, just take it to the track. And I wish I had never said those words. Because here we are, 3-4 years later.
Yeah.
You just don't keep track of how much you spend on stuff or you go crazy.
What you were doing was you were saying the stuff that you probably heard your mom say when you were a kid. Like, why don't they just take that to the racetrack?
No, my mom was saying, if you ever get on one of those, I will kill you. That's what my mom was saying.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's the don't ever let me catch you on a motorcycle.
Oh,
And now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
married to a motorcycle racer.
Absolutely.
And also riding one on the track.
Yeah.
She's got a pretty awesome, little sporty road bike, too.
Yeah.
It's all custom paint and
It's like
nice
more club
suspension.
style.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of nice.
Yeah, super club style. We have a buddy down in
Inverted front
Houston.
suspension?
No.
No.
No, but it's got the nice the gold valve
Okay.
and everything in it.
Yeah.
But a buddy of ours paints lowriders and stuff.
Oh,
down in
okay.
Houston.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she hit him up, right? And he's like, I don't paint motorcycles. And then she's like, well, I really want you to paint it. He's like, nah, I don't paint motorcycles anymore. And she's like, well, nobody's gonna paint it except for you. And he's like, all right, just send me the stuff, right? I'll let you know when it's done.
So you
right?
bullied him into painting.
And so, but it was cool because it was just go clear his mind and work on something that had no deadline and no pressure.
Yeah.
So he had her tins for 6 months, and we finally got it back, and we were like, "Holy crap!"
I mean, and that's one of the things, with somebody like that, because it's like, I want you to do it,
Yeah,
and these are the colors I like. You do what you want.
yeah,
That's exactly what I did.
yeah. There was
Yeah.
No direction.
artistic
Yeah.
limit, right? It was like, yeah, here's the color scheme I want.
Yeah.
You're the artist. You're the pro.
Yeah, and he'll probably never do another one. But
Never.
the cool thing is he probably had a time of his life doing it because he just doing his own thing
Yeah.
So
the
there
way
was-
he wanted to in
There
his
was
own time.
one regret he had, and it was honeycomb. So he.
And this
did-
is before honeycomb was a thing.
This was
So-
was before honeycomb. 3 or 4 years ago when you started seeing honeycomb everywhere.
Yeah.
This was before all of that, and it's got awesome ghosted in honeycomb and really detailed wood grain stuff. And he's like, I regret doing the honeycomb on that bike because ever since then, that's all anybody wants ever. On
This
the
is
thing.
honeycomb.
Yeah, honeycomb and lace. His two
Lace,
least
yeah.
favorite things, and that's all they want.
Well, the lowrider world, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wood grain thing, I hadn't thought about that. That's pretty cool.
It's
That is actually.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to give you guys some photos so you can.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
So, Atlanta, you excited about that?
I am. Yeah.
Is this your first time ever being at Atlanta?
Yeah, it will be my first time in Atlanta, but it's one of those. Road Atlanta and Road America are two of they're just classic, awesome dream tracks, right?
Yeah.
I mean the elevation change and just the track layout is gonna be super sweet.
Have you ever rode Barber?
No, never been to Barber.
Really?
Dude,
Barber's
I-
a very,
yeah, I'm like.
well, when you talk about just walking in somewhere and you go, oh, this place is holy ground.
Yeah,
That's Barber. I
Yeah.
mean, the whole place is a museum.
yeah.
I mean, they spend so much money on manicuring and making sure that every inch of that place looks like racing heaven.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe we'll go this year. I don't know.
It's
I'm
worth.
sure we
Well,
can
for
get out
track
there.
day. For track day.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go track
I was
day.
about to say it's worth it. It's worth the time just to go down there and even get through the museum sometime.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Even if you're not into motorsports or anything like that, they just have so much history stuff you can see. They've got a huge mule exhibit.
Nice.
So,
I rode one of those once.
did you?
I was not a fan.
It was the 500.
No, it was an XB12R, but
So when I was working, when I first started in the Harley world, Buell was still a thing.
yeah.
And there was a lot of people that would blow their Sportster engines
Mm-hmm.
and rebuild them with all Buell components. That was
Yeah.
the thing to do.
Yeah.
So we had so many people that was regular straight up chromed out Sportster custom with apes and forward controls. And it's
Fuel engine.
yeah, it's oh, what you got in this? Oh, it's the 1250. And it's what? Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And probably making 95 horsepower. Yeah.
It's okay. Mine's 800 pounds and makes a touch more than 95.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, 100 horsepower Sportster can get it though.
Oh, I'm
Because
sure.
like her bike is by no means a light Sportster,
Yeah,
but it's 380 pounds.
that is a light sports.
That's a light motorcycle.
Well,
There's-
there's only 4 wires on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everything that isn't like ignition related,
Yeah.
pretty much. The tint. Well, we don't have a front fender on it.
Yeah.
You don't need a front fender.
No.
But it's got like big heavy billet wheels on it, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, one of Dillon's sponsors is Lindell Brakes, and they're fantastic. And one of the things of that is they just gave him a set of their old wheels. They are developing a set of monolithic wheels right now that I think are going to change the game. They're going to be lighter than Dymags
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
out there,
Yeah.
and it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to take over the cruiser scene as well, just because.
See,
How
I
nice is that?
I just had to change my pads, so I've got Lindell rotors on my street line.
nice.
And I still had a lot of life left on my Harley pads, so I've just been running my Harley pads.
Yeah.
But I just had to get new brake pads, so I swapped over to Lindell Z pads.
Yeah.
Or
They're
Z
good.
Plus, whatever
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called. I was looking at the golds.
The golds are like a really good middle ground for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the golds, but like we had the Z's in stock, and I was like, I'll just.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Z's are yeah, they're good bets.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I got to stop 800 pounds.
Yeah, for sure.
And
do
I
you have the
ride
silver
it.
rings, Lindell's, or do you have like the crown cut, the bow ties, or
Uh,
do you just use the
I don't know
pads?
what that means.
Oh, so they
I have the Lindell rotors, yes.
Okay.
Oh, the rotors.
so
okay.
they have the crown cut, which is the one that just kind of has it looks like a crown. essentially.
Yes, so
And
mine
they
look
have-
like that.
The bow
Okay,
ties
good.
are what's on that poster.
Yeah.
On
the
the
bow
wall.
ties.
Let's see here. Do I have that picture on my computer? I got it on my phone actually.
you?
So the bow ties are definitely their lightest rotor, but you can put a lot of heat in it really fast. But they'll also reject that heat really quickly as well.
Yeah, I have had. So before, when I still had my Harley pads, we'd go out and ride the Dragon or Skyway or something like that, and I
And
wasn't
that brake
necessarily
fade.
getting full brake fade, but I could feel it.
Oh yeah.
Like I could 100%
Yeah.
feel it, and that's not happening anymore. I have no issues with that. I do a lot of trail braking, so
Well, that's what I noticed the last time that we went up there when I was on the Valkyrie. It's like, nope, new pads. I need to get new brakes.
Yeah.
So
Pads are a very underrated upgrade.
Yes.
So y'all ride street. What's y'all's relationship with the front brake?
Pretty much 70-30. 70%
Come-
front, 30%
well,
rear.
so I've got linked braking,
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
so
You can grab a handful of front brake and it's
Yeah.
all the hard work for you.
yeah, I don't have a whole lot of issues now. If I'm getting out aggressively riding, I don't really ever touch the front brake. I do a lot of engine braking and just tapping the rear.
What?
I
crazy.
mainly use the front just for stopping.
No.
Oh my gosh, you made me-
He's gonna change your life here. At a certain point. Ooh, that's stressing me out
Yeah,
hearing
dude,
that.
yeah.
That's,
Give him a heart attack over here.
Man.
So there's
So-
there's my rotor.
Oh, okay. So you have like the Prodigy wheels. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet. Yeah, that's like a bow tie Prodigy rotor.
yeah.
Yeah, those are sweet.
I
You
know
know
what
what?
they
I
cost for my price, and they weren't cheap.
so Lindell brakes.
Someone was like, "You should get Galfers," and I was like, "I have a set of Lindells," and they were like, "Well, my Galfers were like $900 or whatever for all three," and I was like,
There's a reason.
"Yeah, I paid a lot
So-
more than that."
Yeah.
So Lindell puts a lot of money into R&D and their materials and their processes. So I'm not going to spill what the composition of the material is,
Yeah.
but it's a very high-end material. It comes out of Japan, and it is.
I know a little bit about
Here-
their composition and their pads because
Yes.
I like to do some research on
So
stuff.
the pads are a little different, but the rotors specifically, so
Yeah.
the material used for the rotors,
Okay.
it's very hard to get your hands on, and you had to buy a lot of it. It's a huge commitment to get it.
So I have uranium in my brake pads.
But so they use a very specific material, and they get everything cut down into blanks, precision ground, and then it all gets CNC milled. So they're not laser cut and then ground like a lot of the other rotors. They're precision ground. They're put on vacuum fixtures and then CNC milled to spec.
and the
The
owner's just a
entire-
nerd. about brakes. He
Oh,
knows
yeah,
more than
he
anything
loves
you'd ever
brakes.
want to know.
Well, there was somebody here the other day when they were talking about brake rotors on Pan Ams.
Yeah.
And they were talking to somebody that has Galfers on their Pan Am.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Don't you have upgraded brakes?" I said, "Yeah, I've got Lindell's." And he's like, "Oh." And I was like, "That's right, peasant." Just turned and walked away.
But this is a conversation we've had quite a bit. A lot of people will throw money into some bikes and never need what they
Oh yeah.
bought.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
you
Well,
know,
Like a
Well,
stock.
to me, braking was very important.
yeah.
Because like I said, I ride that bike like it's a Sportster,
Yeah.
Yep.
but it's 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to, and I'm on the street every day
Yeah.
with these idiots in Chattanooga. So I'm like,
With
there's
Heather
several
on the back.
times, with her on the back. So there's several times where I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, what's cool about like what you ride? So Eric Buell designed like the steering geometry on those bikes,
Yeah.
which is why you can hop on such a heavy bike and throw it around like it's a moped, because the steering geometry on those things is insane.
Yeah.
I wish he'd worked on the Pan Americas. I wish Harley had let him work on a Pan America that was designed for road racing, specifically.
Oh yeah, all of those that are out there.
Yeah. But one thing on like the Pan America brakes specifically, the factory master cylinder is awesome.
Mhm.
The factory calipers are pretty good. I still race on factory calipers. Even the factory rotors are really good. It's a floating rotor from the factory.
Because those are all Brembos, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
all- it's
Brembo's
all
making them
Brembo.
for the baggers and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it is very similar braking setup to what they put on like the Aprilias, right? Like
Yeah.
it's an awesome set of brakes on the Pan America. The only thing is it has Harley ABS on it. So it's very invasive. It's
That's fixed easily with a pocket knife or a pair of scissors.
or yeah, so brake lines.
Or-
Yeah. So like on my bike, I remember the first time I raced it. We got out to Daytona, and you come off of the first bank going into the bus stop, and you're doing 170 to like 40, right?
Yeah.
And you just lean into the front brakes, and the back tire would come off the ground, and it would push the brake lever out of your hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, and so you're like full stop to like you're getting like nanny mode. So you're like, oh, I need to burn
Yeah.
like another 40 miles an hour, right? So
Yeah.
it's like downshifting, and so that lasted one race weekend because I was like, it'd be nice to have the cornering ABS
for
and
stuff on a
like that.
street bike, that's
Oh,
those
yeah.
are great.
Yeah,
Like my BMW is the first bike that I ever had that had anything like fuel injection was a modern thing for my bike. So
yeah.
ABS, linked braking, traction control. Well, this is neat.
Yeah.
I think my street rod's my first ABS
Yeah.
motorcycle.
Oh no, the
Probably.
KTM has ABS.
KTM does have ABS.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
But like all
But I
my
just put it
sport
in
bikes
supermoto
were like
mode.
Yeah.
early
That's awesome.
2000s.
Yeah.
Like ABS was an option.
Yeah.
ABS is good for track riding, but not for racing.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
absolutely just dumped my Sportster like 2 weeks ago at Coda, and I was like, why don't I have ABS? Like, it would be the most beautiful thing.
Well, just start racing.
No,
Yeah, 'cause you don't need it.
It's just that easy, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
Just start doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that can train you?
The crazy thing though is like I theoretically know a lot about riding and racing motorcycles,
Yeah.
and that's one of those like, okay, I know where the apexes are, I know how to take this kind of turn, I know trail braking, and it's like he just does it second nature. So you're just out there like, he can do it, Man, I get out there and you feel like the most humbling experience of your life is going to your first track game and getting the pictures back.
Yes.
Because you're like, I was dragging elbow, I was down there like, ooh,
And you might as well have been
Martine,
straight up and down. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I was like,
That's-
I'm just gonna like quit.
That's exactly how I felt my first track day. Just getting blown by people, and I'm like, man, I was really in it.
Yeah, so
If you want something worse than your first track day photos, try getting a video from your first track day. Because it looks like you're traffic.
Yes.
but I'll be out at Coda. I'm like, man, I feel like I was really ripping that lap. I don't have like any electronics on my bike, but he would have gone out there with me. He's like, yeah, I was like, 320, 330. I'm like, You raced it at 2:25. Like, I just cannot figure out where a minute is out there on that 3.5 mile track. But it's one of those, like, it's just a different world that they live in, and there's something not right with him.
Well, and that's the thing about it, because, like, I've watched some of these races, and it's like, oh, dude's a half lap down, and then all of a sudden he's like 2 bikes behind. It's like, where in the world did he just come from? Like, how did he make up that much time? I mean, how many times did he cut across the grass to just catch up?
And that's something that's cool about the hooligan class, is because there are so many makers in it.
Yeah.
So you have your bikes that are more like, I mean, none of them are meant to do what they're out there doing, but you have your KTMs, which the tank of them, the handling of them, the geometry is going to lend themselves more to like carrying corner speed through it. And then you have people on Pan Americas who, you know, you got to fight it into a corner, and you really just got to let it eat where it can on the straights to make up that time. So it's weird just seeing all the bikes and where their strengths and weaknesses are, especially in the sector times when you're watching all the race stuff.
Yeah,
so
we appreciate Daytona and COTA for sure.
what all is racing in Super Hooligan? Because I know I see the KTM stuff running around, Pan America, Indian.
So 2025 is going to be pretty broad.
They haven't released a homologation list, but there's some new bikes that have entered that we can assume.
So it has to be what's the V-twin 1000cc plus?
750 plus, I believe.
Okay.
And then they're also allowing a bunch of triples this year.
Okay.
So there was a triple last
Triumph's
year.
going to be
Triumph?
Yeah, the Triumph and the MT-09.
Okay.
Those were allowed
That makes
last
sense.
year. Yeah. And then we'll have the Ducati V2.
Likely. The 2025 one.
Yeah.
Not
What's that,
2024.
like 1099?
I don't know what it is. I'm not a Ducati guy.
But the spirit of the rules is the bike has to have come with handlebars, not clip-ons.
Okay.
Interesting.
It can't have a fairing on it when you race it. So, like, the little KTMs, you know, they have, like, the little ones, but you just whip those
So they're
on.
going to be running Multistradas.
Yes, that's
That's about the only Ducati that comes with handlebars.
Well,
So
no,
they
have
run
the Scrambler.
The Monster
the
and
Monster.
the Hypomotard have run that.
The Monster is a fun bike.
Yeah.
That Hyper Motard is an insane motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever rode one of those?
No.
Dude, you could put that thing on a go-kart track and have a blast.
Yeah.
It wants to, like, drift. Like, when you go around a corner, like, you feel the whole bike, like, going, just tap me.
Just do
It'll
it.
just go,
Just do it.
like,
Yeah.
without you doing anything, it does it. It knows. It
Yeah.
wants to do it on its own.
So more than
For
displacement,
5 laps, and you have to do your vows.
yeah. So more than displacement, the spirit of the rules was also that there shouldn't be more than 125 claimed horse from the factory,
Okay.
and that's where Pan America has been this guessing game with Super Hooligans.
Yep.
But the first year they ran, Harley had to do a bunch of R&D in the off season, and how they restricted it is that per the rules you had to run the Sports RS velocity stacks and the Sports RS airbox lid. With that, it choked it down to a little under 125. But they were just getting trampled 2 years ago by the FTR 1200s.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this past year, they kind of evened the playing field, and now you can run the Pan America velocity stacks, but still the Sports RS airbox lid. Is kind of how they evened it up.
Yeah, because those Pan America stacks are short. I think.
They're short and they're really big around.
Are they?
Yeah, they're probably like 1.25 inches. The Sports RS ones are probably
So, and I guess
1.8 inches.
they're going by engine power. They're not going by rear wheel horsepower on those numbers.
It's whatever the factory decided to report.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which we know no factory has ever lied ever about the claims.
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
It's always what it says.
Exactly what it says.
Yeah, because we know a brand new ST comes with 125 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's kind of where
That's
it
crazy.
COTA
really claim.
this last round, they had the Ducati V2s testing out there, and they run those bikes in the super sport class. So that's what the Ray Hall Ducati guys are running. So you
Yeah.
got Kayla Yakov, PJ Jacobson, Corey Alexander ran one as well. But they have throttle plate restrictions.
Well,
And, for that
because I was
class-
going to say, I thought the Ducati from the factory made more than 125
Oh, it's like
horsepower.
180.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they run, what is it? It's the 898 or something. That's like 120 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the new 2025 shows a very small power number compared to the 2024.
I think they're claiming at 130
Yeah, I think
I
they
for
wonder
the
if they did that
2025s.
intentionally.
In the V2.
I don't think it wasn't part of why they did that.
Well, so going back in motorsports history, for cars, that was a thing in the 80s. Like,
oh, yeah.
like Ford with the Escort Cosworth, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, this only makes like 160 horse. And people were like, no, it doesn't. It makes like 305 horses. What are y'all talking
No,
about?
it's 160.
But they were doing that because of racing
Yeah.
issues.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like 130 horsepower Corvette, you know?
Yeah.
No, they actually made 100.
C3s did.
But it would still jump a Coke can, alright?
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I'm just so glad because I haven't been able to go to the track and watch the Super Hooligan racing in person.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
It'll be in your backyard here in
Yeah.
a few months.
Yep.
We are so glad to be able to go down and
Well,
see it. It's
I think
We'll be
May
there.
2nd.
Daytona's
May
not
2nd.
too far either.
yeah, but it's gonna be cold.
Daytona?
Daytona?
Yeah.
It's always the best like race weekend
Yeah, it's like
weather-wise.
75 when we're there. It's
Yeah.
in March.
It's
Listen,
warmer than here.
You're the second
Maybe,
weekend.
yeah.
If I take her to Daytona, she's gonna make us go the first through the second weekend. That first weekend is February 28th.
Yeah. So just go the second weekend then. I mean, it's still Daytona Bike Week. There's still plenty of stuff to do.
And our races historically have been with the American flat track races on the in the same vicinity, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Daytime, you go watch the road races at the oval, and then you head over like I don't know half a mile, and you watch
Not
on the
even-
dirt
it's
track.
But to be
literally
fair,
outside of the open.
Atlanta's only 2.5 hours from here.
Dang, that's close.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
How far is it for us? Like 17, 18, 19?
No,
We're getting
I don't
another
know,
track too.
12, 13.
No,
Flat
no,
rock?
no. If we're,
Yeah.
if we're hauling
Yeah.
It looks
like
like it's gonna be predominantly cars though. When you look on the
So-
outside. Yeah.
When it was first being built, there was some information that was put out about when they were filing for their licensing to be able to have races and stuff. And I was talking to a friend of mine that does, I guess it's not Superbike, it's the AMA that the R6 runs in.
Mm-hmm.
So he does that, and he's whatever they call it. He's not a primary rider, like he's a backup rider.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Flat Rock, and he was saying one of the licensings that they filed for also covers like that class that he races in
Gotcha.
is under that same class licensing. So basically, I think it's whatever class that like the track has to qualify for. Like I think it's IndyCar class also covers the same qualification classes that his ride's in. Now,
Gotcha.
obviously, there's still insurance and stuff like that goes along with all that stuff, where they might not do that, but they're building houses on that track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's only like an hour and a half from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the layout looks super sweet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And the whole surrounding area looks awesome.
But see, I'd love to be able to go up there and like get an Airbnb, like right on the track. Like I don't even have to like just go out on the balcony and watch people drive by.
I mean, yeah, that'd be
Don't
fun.
lie, you'd want to get out there.
You would.
Well, I would.
You
I
would.
would.
Yeah.
I mean, I did the parade lap in Atlanta at 35 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I
that,
did
It
it
takes a
all.
while to get around that track at that speed.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I know. I was at max speed for that Harley.
Well, I
It was
We
So
did.
limiter the whole
I
time.
made him. Not the last time we went down, but the first time we went down, I made him take an ultra limited.
Oh, nice.
A twin cam ultra limited on top of that.
I was like, oh, at least it has heated grips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
a
it was
heated
kind of
seat.
chilly. when
It was chilly coming back.
Like that's the thing.
was.
It still gets cold here.
Yeah.
Well, no, the last time we went down there,
It's probably 80 at the house.
80 degrees the first day we got there, sweating.
Yeah, and then it rained on us.
Yeah. Because I got fried at that first.
Yeah,
day.
like the first week in May, when we come down to the tracks in Chattanooga, we'll still have 50-degree evenings.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah,
Nice.
We pray for those.
Yeah. Coda this year was not too hot, but the year before, the Superbike guys were wearing ice vests under
yeah.
their suits. I think
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, the air temp, and it's a humid heat.
Mm.
Like it's more humid here than it is
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like varying degrees. The air temp was 106 2 years ago when we raced Coda,
Oh no.
Yeah.
and then
It's gonna be so hard on the bike.
the
too.
Pan America, it overheats. like
Yeah.
nobody's business. So you want to tell them how you fix that problem?
Yeah, I took the gauge off.
That's
I mean,
put the piece of electrical tape over the check engine light.
Oh no, just the whole thing is gone. There is no gauge whatsoever on there. I have a lap timer on the dash, and that's it.
If you
Yeah.
can't see it, you don't need to worry about it.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, I spent I don't know, a couple $1,000 on different radiators and trying some little tricks to try to bleed some more fluid past the thermostat and stuff like that. And finally, I just took the gauge off, dude. I started seeing it.
Well, I'll tell you one of the other
It's
problems
distracting.
is the radiator hose too close to the exhaust.
Oh no,
Oh, we found that out.
So ours,
Yeah.
no, we lost
In
a
Washington
motor
State.
to that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's a couple companies that came up with like little sleeves that slide over that hose.
So the radiators I have now, both hoses are on the same side. How
Okay.
it should have been. So it's still a dual pass radiator. It just goes in through the bottom and crosses over and back out through the top, but on the same side.
And for us, we have to run water. There's nothing else you can run
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
cooling. As
I
well.
guess because I'm being slick and
No
stuff.
water
Yeah.
wetter even. It's
Oh,
just gonna
really?
be
Yeah.
water.
Pure water. And they dip the radiators to make sure too.
How often do you have to drain that between races? Like change that out between races?
No, I just hope I don't have to fill it up every race.
I feel like that could be worse. Like with the overheating and stuff,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
run
yeah,
straight
absolutely.
water.
Well, because let's see, with I think it has like a 16-pound cap on it, so it boils at like 220 or something like that. It's at 220 before the race starts.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I believe that.
yeah, when we come off the track, it's like if it's less than 240, we're happy.
Yeah.
So, but usually, like I've seen like 260 on the track,
Good grief.
fully pinned, 165 miles an hour at Daytona.
Yeah.
Water temp is like 260, 270. I'm like,
Oh, can't do anything about it.
I mean, you're not checking anything.
I'm not gonna fix this right now.
Hold
Hang
on.
on, let me pull over real quick.
Yeah.
The worst part though is I have seen him go out for like a warm up lap, and you're just sitting there, and I'm like, that was water that just shot out of the exhaust because we were blowing head gaskets like nobody's business
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. So I think short of y'all's dealership, because y'all do a bunch of work on Pan Americas,
Yeah.
we probably have the second most knowledge of like breaking down
Oh
a
yeah.
Pan America motor and getting in those things.
Yeah, I've rebuilt 2 of them, like all the way from split cases back to
Wow.
fully assembled.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun
Yeah.
playing with motors. We've had enough fun like talking about like the knowledge level and
Mhm.
stuff that like Harley corporate people are like, hey, have you experienced this?
Well, like every once in a while, I get a call or like a text from like the local dealerships. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we have a Pan America like with this thing going on. Do you
Yeah.
know what's up with that? It's like, good luck, guys.
Well, I mean, doing what you do is the ultimate test for these type of bikes and engines.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're putting it to the limit, seeing what it can handle. Hey, this is a weak point. That's a
Everybody
weak
keeps
point.
saying they never built a Bronx. They did. He rides a Bronx. He
Yeah.
rides a Bronx.
Well, so that's kind of like one of the bummers about being a privateer, right? So you have Saddlemen, KWR. Those guys are backed by SMCO last year. They're backed by like Harley's race development program. So in the trailers, they have spare motors. They blow one up,
Yeah.
they pull it out of the bike, they send it to Harley, and put a brand new motor in. Right. So that's what Harley is using the Super Hooligan series for.
Can you go to the
Right.
counter and just say, hey, I need a motor?
Oh yeah, it's like $7,800.
But you can do that.
Yeah, but you still have to do it through Harley's like whatever warranty exchange thing, right?
Do you still have a warranty on that bike?
No,
What's the source of
that's a sore subject. So I could technically had I not tried to get a dealership to tune the bike. So as soon as I plugged it in, I was gonna try to get dyno tuned for like the T4 race fuel,
Yeah.
and so of course as soon as I plug it into the dyno jet,
Flagged
it's flagged. Yeah.
And they couldn't tune it.
And they couldn't tune it. They could not figure out how to tune the bike. So
Man,
that bike has
you should have bought an extended warranty. Because some of those extended warranties wouldn't have, they'd been like, oh, okay.
yeah. That would have been nice though. Yeah. So yeah, no warranty. And the bike's only got like 2,800 miles on it.
Oh yeah, it's still.
And it's only had
flipped
3
a few
motors in
times.
it.
Yeah.
Well, 4 if you count the donor motor.
Yeah.
So it's had 4 motors in it.
Yeah, I guess the good question is how many times does it flip, though? Because there's the one, like, if you Google, do you realize if you Google Dillon Wall Super Hooligan, like the first 4 articles that pull up are you flipping over the wall? Did you know that? Like that's like that's literally just what happens. When I was I was pulling some stuff and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can find some other stuff for social media. So I literally went Dillon Wall Super Hooligan. If I can spell it right.
It's probably gonna be that Dakota crash from this year.
Huge crash.
Wait, which one is that? Let's do that.
This Coda.
Yeah. Huge crash for Super Hooligan rider Dillon Wall at Coda.
Bummer.
The second one comes up is actually our post. Moto America just says Super Hooligan rider 519. And then wild crash for Super Hooligan rider. Then come down here like a wild crash for Super Hooligan rider, wild crash for Super Hooligan rider, huge crash for Super Hooligan rider.
So
It's huge, but it's a little bit better than wild.
Yeah.
I would say it was more wild than huge, but yeah, I've crashed it a few
Have you
times.
seen this video?
I have. Because I did the same thing. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, it was
Well-
like an almost high side that threw me over the handlebars. I had a skid mark on my visor. From
I wish like you had thought about like some point in time in the air, like you could make yourself just go like you're
right.
Superman
Oh,
or
man.
something.
Right.
Well, like, no, the whole time you're like, I can save this, I can save this. And you're like, trying to do like
The
a
bike is
handstand
way
on
over
top of the
there
bike and
already.
save yourself. Yeah.
Well, and that's what happens. Like we were talking earlier about, in Atlanta, turn 10A, going into 10A, because you're coming off that stretch and air quote turn 9.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-degree turn. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it turn 9, but I mean it's just barely like okay.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is like
Think
push
of going that
push
way.
your toe down just a little bit. The whole bike is that way. And
So that thing still has an apex is the crazy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right for
Yeah.
that little teeny adjustment.
Yeah.
and then you're down a hill. So
Yeah.
like these guys, I mean, we have watched baggers on the front wheel coming down that hill
In the rain.
in the rain,
Oh, yeah.
and we're like, and of course we're just sitting over there going, yeah.
Yeah.
3 or 4 wide going into turn 10 in the rain.
Like, geez.
Yeah.
Your crashes, that's one thing, the gear is insane that these guys wear
Yeah.
on the track.
Mm.
So, even street riding is always dress for the slide.
Yeah.
It's like what you should be operating by. I know personal choice is never whatever, but like dress for the slide.
Yeah.
It's not when you ride
Yeah.
a motorcycle. It's when, not if.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah.
is reality.
Are they making y'all run the inflatable vests and stuff?
Yeah, next year airbags are required.
Okay.
So
I think this year MotoGP it was required airbag.
I think it, yeah.
I think it's been
would
required
hope so
for them for a little while.
Well, that technology has come so far though that it's a lot easier than it used to be to work with that stuff. And I
So,
guess for y'all, I don't know if is y'all's gyroscopic or is y'all's a wired in system.
It's kind of both. So there's like a controller that operates how the airbag like deploys, right? So it's got a bunch of code and like gyroscopic sensors and G sensors and stuff like that.
I know there's a big argument on that about based on what you do and stuff like that.
I mean, if you were a street rider, it would almost be better to have one of the like lanyard style ones,
Yeah.
right? Because
If you just fall over sitting still, it doesn't go
that
off.
or like a low speed crash, right? Like you could still
Because once those
fall
pop,
and break
they're,
a collarbone.
they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they can get recharged. You sit in
Yeah.
the back, they recharge it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Alpine Stars
Well, they
don't.
did. That's more recent.
Oh,
When they
Well,
first started coming out.
Yeah, depending on who you're getting from, you can actually do it on your own.
yeah,
Mhm.
like the CO2 style ones.
Yeah.
You can reload them yourself.
We actually we sell because Climb makes
Mhm.
was one of the companies that makes the vest. We actually sell. I don't think we have any in stock, but we sell their vest.
Yeah.
Which all it is you go through and deflate it,
Yeah.
and then like you have to do some stuff in the little battery pack or whatever.
Yeah.
And then put a new canister in.
Yeah. I mean, that's perfect for the street. But you want
Yeah.
something that's going to be more willing to deploy when it doesn't need to on the street,
Yeah.
right? Because, I mean, if you get, like, whatever, you low side at, like, 20 miles an hour, there's still a good chance you're going to get really hurt, break a collarbone, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or, like, even one thing people don't think about is it inflates on top of your shoulders to
Oh.
keep your head positioned, right?
Mm.
So, yeah, I'd rather have something that's going to deploy unnecessarily on accident rather than something that is maybe not going to deploy.
True.
So
right.
a really funny video is not this past season, but the season before. Bobby Fong races the bagger.
Yeah.
He was riding for SDI Racing, Roland Sands Design Racing. It was either Brainerd or Road America. I can't remember which one it is. You just see him sitting on the start line, and he's just patting in his arms, like, what the heck is going on?
He's like squeezing
It's
himself.
just, like hugging himself. His airbag deployed
Oh god.
on the start line
no.
before the race started. And you hear the commentators are like, oh, we know Bobby works out, but like, he's not that swole. So like, don't be confused. This Joker went on to win the race.
Yeah.
With it
his
with his
airbag
bag deployed.
Yeah.
Nice.
But see, that's the other end of it, right? Like, you don't
Yeah.
want stuff like that happening on the racetrack.
Yeah.
So you want
Yeah.
something that's going to be very precise and only need to go off when it
So-
needs to.
Speaking of the Harley riders, Travis Wyman.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about Travis?
I don't know. I haven't really met Travis much. I've met Kyle
Yeah.
and Cody. Like, I feel like I'm good track buddy with Cody, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty, cool at the track.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a friend, but like, you know.
Well, I mean,
In the
Travis
paddock.
is always there too.
Yeah, but see, that's one of the differences. I feel like Travis, I had never really run into him in the pits or anything, so
Yeah.
I really can't give you a good opinion.
See, I guess he's what, Saddleman now?
Oh yeah.
He's just hanging out at their tent all day long.
Well, like, even I'll go over there and I'll talk to Corey and
Corey West,
Jake and
series champion.
Yeah.
This past year, put
You
in
want
work.
to talk about when we met him, he was one of the most down to earth
Mhm.
guys
Oh,
when we met him. He was so cool.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff that happened that I'm not going to get into on the air, but he was super cool. Kyle has always been super cool when we've met him. And then I can't even think of his name at the moment. Kyle's race partner.
James Rispoli?
Yeah,
Yes.
James.
Yeah.
He was cool, but at first, like, I was making some jokes, and he was like, I don't know how to take this. But I chalk some of that up to he hasn't spent a whole lot of time in the South, so he doesn't understand the difference between a northern sense of humor and a southern sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
Spoli, I've talked to him like a couple of times.
I think he's a
fantastic.
genius when it comes to racing, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, he's and that's one of the things that I did talk to him a little bit about. I feel like he pays a lot of attention to the numbers,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, you know, I feel like he rides in a position where he goes, okay, I can come in second or third. If I push it, I might be able to get first, but I can roll here safely, happy, comfortable, the bike's good, squeeze in second or third.
Yeah.
And then watch Kyle or Tyler wreck out and go, hey, I'm first. Look at these points.
And I mean, finishing the race is half the battle because there's the bagger entry class isn't that large, so you finish and you get points,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just
Well, and that's the thing. Like, if you look, like, you follow those points through the season, I mean, Rispoli seems to always be up there. And I think that's because he's paying attention
Yeah.
to what's going on. And it's like, I've told some people here, it's like, if you watch Kyle race, he's either going to win or he's going to wreck out. Like, that's his thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Rispoli had some gnarly offs this season too.
Yeah.
We were at Mid Ohio in the paddock. Oh wait, was that? Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
And what's cool is the hot pit lane is kind of like there's a nice left-hander coming onto the straight. So thing is, he was just pinning it a little too early. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a racer. He definitely
No.
knew what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing, but you would assume based off the type of crash, he just got on it a little too early, spun it up, flipped the heck out of this bagger.
It was stuck in the fence.
Just like in the air fence.
Well, he did. So I don't know what they call it. They have this little S curve in Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
and he went down there, and like his bike flipped when it was raining, and I mean it like took a couple tumbles, and he ran over to his bike, picked it back up, and just got back. And I was like, that bike is still going. Like, even the announcer was like, what the world just happened?
Yeah,
And
come
that was-
off the bike at like 100 miles an hour.
That was
run to it.
the
get
lap
back up.
before that. One of the Indian guys or whatever that was like not Team Indian or whatever, they went down and their bike slid forever. And I was like, I can't imagine how much they just ground off the side of that motor.
I mean, they put a lot of work into like any high impact or high risk crash areas get a lot of reinforcement.
Yeah.
So like while the cases and like the sliders and everything are as lightweight as they can be, they're also as thick and robust as they need to be.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And that's a tech regulation is you have to have case sliders
Okay.
for the bike. So a lot of it is they think of how the bike's going to crash.
Yeah. Well, you don't want oil to get all over the track or anything like that. So the more protection you have to prevent that.
Yeah.
Especially not from a Harley. Like, you get enough flat.
They already do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So one last question for you, and before we go, you ever thought about getting into the bagger racing?
You know, if somebody wants to give me like $500,000 to build a bike and travel around the country, maybe I would try it, but probably not.
I mean, the lottery is a thing.
Yeah. I'll spend the next 30 years, betting on the lottery.
Yeah.
No, man, they're a whole different world up there. That is outside of what I would probably ever be interested in doing. Honestly.
That's superbike technology
Yeah.
on a 620-pound bike.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are nuts. I
Whereas
wouldn't want to waste their time being out there with them. You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll try and just get one at least for you to just rip around the track.
I would go rip one around the track. I would do that.
Just see what
There
that
you go.
feels like.
Yeah. I would not try to race with the baggers out there.
Yeah.
Those guys are.
That's a
those
whole
guys
different
are
world.
nuts.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm
this
glad.
has been fun.
We're working on some different little setup with our podcast stuff where we're able to do some phone stuff. So maybe once we get that done, we can
Nice.
maybe start getting like some post
Yeah.
race, like day or 2 day after. How did that go? Type deal. That would be.
Yeah.
That'd be super
Unfortunately,
cool.
I'm always working even when I'm at the track. So I'll have my computer. We can definitely do something.
So, do you want to say anything to the listeners about racing or anything like that?
If you have any interest in getting on the track at all, even if you're not interested in racing, go do it. I mean, there's the guys that have the most fun are the ones that just take their street bikes out there and go rip around. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a Ninja 300 or a big old Road King. It doesn't matter. Go try it. It's
Cool.
awesome.
And I guess your response would just be take it to the track, keep up.
Yeah.
Take it to the
Keep
track.
off the street.
You are going
Keep
to
off the
learn
street.
so much about how to street ride from the track. So many of the skills are transferable, and it's going to make you a better rider. So better, safer, whatever adjective you want to put in.
Yeah.
Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to follow Dillon on Instagram, he is it's 519 Wall now.
Wall 519.
Wall 519.
Wall dot.
Wall
Dot,
dot.
dot.
Type in Dillon Wall, you'll find him. If you start to get confused and you find Austin Dillon, that is not the right Dillon. Dillon's in the wrong spot. I've had some people do that here lately, and I've told them no. That's not the same guy. So, anyways, Muffin.
On that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.